we live? I think
we're live, boys.
Steve was going to say something. He was stalling. What's up, guys? Welcome Digital Influence Live, our first official broadcast at 7 p.m. on Thursday nights. Everybody shout out your name and town in the comments one time real quick. There's a lot of people in here from last night. Somebody just gave a shout out. Where'd that go? Hello.
That means we're winning. That means when they come back, we're winning, James.
We are. They're winning. No, we are winning. You're right.
That's right.
So we are live on Digital Influence. Let's see. Hello from Minnesota. Doris says hello. Brian Kendrick.
Hello.
Awesome opening, Jason says. I appreciate it, brother. We work hard on that stuff. And speaking of working hard on stuff, we have a great show for you tonight. We've been working hard. We got some social media hacks coming up later on in the game. Not so much hacks this time. I do have some hacks I can give you. We'll get into it. But there's some do's and don'ts on social media that can cause you to use it as a toy or a tool. For those of y'all that were with us last night, some of this is going to be a little repeat because we were just practicing. But what's going on with you, Brian?
What's going on with me? It's been a full day of grinding. I did not sit down from 6 a.m. until about 30 minutes before the show. I'm getting to a point in my life where I have so many meetings and I haven't learned to utilize a calendar effectively. Like I'll write stuff on the calendar, but then I won't look at the calendar. And people are asking me, can you meet up with me on Thursday, so-and-so? And I'll say yes, and I'll double book myself. And then I've got to have everybody meet me at the same coffee shop. And it gets overwhelming, James. It gets overwhelming.
Oh, I had myself muted so you couldn't hear my vape. You want to hear
it? I need some leadership coaching, James Sweezy.
We can do leadership coaching. That was my next point. So y'all know Steve in the bottom window over there. That's Stezo in the bottom window producing. And behind the scenes somewhere, remember I was telling y'all, we're working hard, man. We got Chris Cobb on video editing. We got the war room now that can answer your messages. We've got the bot. We got the text message thread. And there's even a guy sitting in the background. Y'all can't see him right now. His name's Rail. Say hi to Rail. Are you back there, buddy?
I'm back here, brother.
He's got his mic muted.
You guys heard him correctly. We have a robot working for us.
We do. We have a robot on staff right now. Sheila from Arkansas, Mike in Vegas. What's going on? And let's see.
This is my robot.
Alabama. Nathan Runyon's watching. What's up, brother? Everybody's Rockport, Indiana, Candace. There's a lot of comments going on. We wanted to put the comments on screen for you all tonight where you could actually see them all going by.
It's something in the dashboard because I was monitoring that as we came on, and it said we had to go to the dashboard. We have to embed that in the stream somewhere. So we'll
Steve broke it. That translates into Steve broke it last night. He clicked off of it, and we don't know how to get it back.
My bad.
That's what it is, though. So look, the whole purpose of this broadcast, Brian and I have been talking about it and working with Steve and everybody behind the scenes. The whole purpose of this broadcast is to try to make better leaders, better Facebook users, better social media users, whatever we can out of ourselves and with you guys to work with you. And there's this thing. It's called collective leadership. How many of you all have a problem? First of all, comment in there, hit the like button or something like that, or comment. Are business owners or work for a business where you're in sales, whatever, or just wherever you work. But there should be, I bet there's a lot of business owners in here. But there's this thing called Madisonville, Kentucky. What's up, Leslie? There's this thing y'all call collective leadership. And what that means basically is what it says. You get everybody together in the same spot and you try to work on stuff. Marty Norman says fire. You get everybody together. Collective leadership, Brian. Oh, that's Brian. Hello from Clarksville. You get everybody together in the same spot with the same kind of goal, and you get them work together. But what about when you're not in the same spot? Any of y'all had a boss that you're just dying to say something to and you don't say it?
Skype?
You Skype? Yeah, get everybody together on the same spot. It's not Skype, though. We're using a peer. But, yeah. So, translates into Steve broke it. Yes, that's right, Nathan. Steve broke it last night. He clicked on it, and then we don't know how to get it back.
Well, no.
So
I got it to pop back up tonight when we went live, because you need to tell everyone that we're not broadcasting. We are mega.
Oh yeah.
We are mega broadcasting. We're
simulcast.
Actually.
Right now on Lose the Radio. By the way, Lose the Radio has a program after this. 30 minutes after this show is over, you can jump over to Lose the Radio for a little. Shall I call it raunchy comedy?
You could call it shock jockery, I guess you could say. Maybe.
Shock jockery. I like that word a lot better. So you could jump over to Lose the Radio on their Facebook page after this for a little shock jockery. And guys, just so you know, the bot is open right now. I can only see, because of where Steve broke it, I can only see one feed right now, and that's Facebook on my Facebook Live page. How many of you all? AJ says, looking for a job that pays me better. That's a good one. We're
Aren't we all?
Nash is in the comments right now, Brian. So you heard that, didn't you, Nash? He says, hey, we're all here. So the thing that we're trying to do is bring everybody together in the same spot for some collective leadership. How many of y'all had a boss, a supervisor? Hit the heart button. You have a boss, a supervisor, a friend, a parent, a sibling, whatever, that you have an issue with, right? How many of y'all know this? You have an issue with them, or you have a problem, or they do something at work that bothers you, and you don't say anything about it.
This is not fair, James, because you and Marty and Nash, my bosses are all in here.
No, collectively, I'm going to tell you how to fix that, though. You're right.
Sweezy's trying to set you up to get fired, buddy.
That's exactly what it is. Like last night, whenever we broke it, we had this thing going on where we could see Brian but not hear him, and we were like, "Oh, it's perfect." And then everybody texted me and they said, "That's perfect. Keep Brian muted." Everybody, the whole company.
He does have a face for radio.
I put that up there as a reminder, James.
What happened? I thought that's your big drawing you were going to do today. He said, I'm going to hang a dry erase board up and draw something so my wall looks better.
I need a thicker marker and better ideas. This is all I could come up with. It'll get better, guys. It'll get better.
And some type of art skill, apparently.
You see those closet doors behind me? Those are painted with chalkboard paint.
That is
so you can write on it?
Yes, sir.
There's a sign that says firearms are allowed on premises right next to that. Steve had to move his camera to hide it the other night, but I'm going to go ahead and put it all out. Firearms are allowed on premises. Check it out. Before we get into collective leadership, some of the people that were in here were watching earlier when I said, look at Rail. I'm glad y'all can't see Rail right now. Witten got that little beauty done today. It stands for Elena, Ashland, and Avery. It's actually a shamrock, Celtic shamrock. I just hit it on my microphone is why it came to my attention again. That shit hurts. Oh, language barrier.
Little tender. That. Little tender, are we?
Nathan said Kendrick needs a taller mic stand or a shorter desk.
It's on the way, guys. It's on the way. Don't judge me. I'm just putting this together. I can't take all this ridicule. We just started the show and everybody's putting me down. I can't take it. Focus on the face. Focus on the face, guys.
Sadie says high five from Christchurch, New Zealand. Ooh. In New Zealand? Is it actually in New Zealand, or is that just what it's called?
Fellow believers, hello, Sadie. Welcome.
So, yeah, John Nash said, ooh, fresh. Yep, got it, fresh right there. I wanted to get up into here and up into here a little more today, but we ran out of time. So, how many of y'all, serious question, people in the comments, what's up, Lindsay Durrett? You know, wait a minute. Let's go to a Facebook hack real quick, and I'm going to break it, right? Facebook has recognition software. Huh?
James, are you sure you want to give it away so freely, so early?
Yeah, we give it away freely, man. We're creating collective leadership. We want to help people. So check this out. When you're live now, voice recognition software, like they recognize the songs and won't let you post. And everybody thinks that for some reason, if you say, I do not own the rights to this music, and you post it. I tried that with music in my video and said, I absolutely own the rights to it. It was Crazy Train. And I said, I absolutely own the rights to this music. It does not belong to Ozzy Osbourne anymore. It's mine now, and posted it, and it still worked, just to let you know. But they will recognize your voice. So if you say the word share too many times, like I just said it, Facebook will recognize that and start showing your post to less people just from saying it. And actually, I think the word comments in there, there's a bunch of common terms. It's called engagement bait. Right. But I get it. Brian's favorite post is the one that says, would you slap your mother for $10 billion? Right. That y'all see those? Would you slap your ex for $2 billion? And I'm like, yeah, like 6 or 7 times I'd catch a charge over it. Right.
Right.
But we're talking about $10 billion. But yeah, that's engagement bait. And they're cracking down on it. So I don't even know what to do with that. Are we supposed to be careful about what we say? But definitely be careful about what you post. Right.
Don't say it again, James.
Okay, I won't. But you know how you say comment and point the fingers down and stuff like that. Apparently they're picking up on that now. And by the way, Facebook hates external links now. They used to like external links. Like if you post your business, you got a business and you post a link to your business and send someone from there over to your website, they loved it. Now your post will get absolutely no engagement. It will drop it to the floor. And what's up, Steve?
I just want to say they like depending on what you type, there are certain keywords that you can type, and they will absolutely. July 4th, I called my a friend of mine. I called him I'm not going to say it because I've said it on our show, but if you type in the word a derogatory term, if you just type it in, nobody has to report it. As soon as you hit enter, I was banned for 30 days.
Oh, fantastic. You're good at that, dude. You get banned for 30 days a lot.
Yeah. Well, hey, don't flaunt my failures.
Oh, yeah. Look, Heather's talking about right now. Here's another one. Y'all seen this thing where you shake your phone and you can report someone? Have y'all seen that?
What?
Yes, shake your phone. You have to have Facebook open.
Oh. We're all sitting here shaking our phones like retards.
Catch it. Oh, Marty's got a good way to. He's put share with the A in the middle.
Did.
With a triangle.
It says shake phone to report a problem. Something isn't working. Hold on.
I'm trying to report
how to report abuse.
It's not working.
I hate your post.
I can't believe that.
Yeah. So here's what's happening is people drop their phone on the bed or something. They're watching your page and they go to change shirts, throw their phone on the bed. That happens. It pops up. And then when they pick their phone back up, they report you. They report your post on accident when they pick it back up and touch the screen. But you can turn it off. Brian is trying to report the show, Brian.
What about if you shake your laptop?
Mike says he's got to run for work. Have a good night, Mike. It's not working for you guys. Some people say it's not working. Lindsay said, oh, my God, that's crazy. How many look, I wonder how many viewers left and came back. By the way, guys, while you're here, if you haven't done so already, let me know in the comments if you used the bot to get here. Did y'all get a bot notification, any of you, that led you to the show tonight? Let me know if you just type in bot or something. I'll look down and see how many people came from the bot. But, yeah.
As
so
Brian
Facebook,
does the ultimate white man bot.
Right. And they will choke you out over time the more they hear you say it. Like those posts that say, the engagement bait. Would you sleep in this house, some castle or something? Would you sleep in this house for $1 billion? And comment below. You know what I hate the most, though? Do y'all know what cyber trash is? Don't do cyber trash. Cyber litter.
Is that like your spamming stuff? Your clickbait?
Well, no. So you got all that spam and all that stuff that happened to the internet. Like Facebook used to be cool. You came and you turned it on, and there's your family. Your buddy from high school popped up, then your uncle popped up, then your boss, right? Then somebody from across the country that you hadn't seen in 20 years all started popping. Oh, this is cool. I can talk to these people again. Then spam and all that took over. But cyber trash is another, I guess it could be a form of it. But think about this. If you post a video right now and it gets 10 million views by tomorrow, that's obviously a known viral content. Right, that's a known variable. That video did very well.
Happened to me.
Right, I've had it happen twice, but that video is a known quantity. So what they'll do is, these viral pages, like Viral Hog or Viral whoever, whatever. Yeah, they got these big followings where they only post viral content. So what they'll do is they'll go steal. I see that people type in bot. Yes, I love it. They'll steal the content off of your page, download it into their computer, go to their page, and not share it. They'll upload it as if it's their own post, right?
Yes.
And then they're going to post it to their page. But since it's a known quantity and it got 10 million views in one day, obviously it's going to do it again, right? That's a known viral quantity. Mm-hmm. So what they'll do is they'll put your video on their page, upload it, and then they'll put ads in it, right? So it's got those 4 little yellow dots. So in order to watch the whole video, you have to watch you have to go through 4 commercials or 2, whatever it is, or even just 1 at the beginning. So I call that cyber trash or cyber litter, or basically they're choking us out for saying the word share, right? They don't want you to say that. And they certainly don't want you to post your website so anybody can jump over. But there's companies right now making a fortune stealing your video, posting it to their page, and then running an ad and getting paid from Facebook for thievery. You see what I mean? It's everywhere. Yeah, especially with the political posts.
I'm kind of offended, James. Maybe this is the high society. You have to achieve a certain status on Facebook, but nobody steals my post.
Well, it's kind of like memes. It's kind of like memes. You know,
it's the exact same thing.
If you don't watermark your meme and get it out there with your name on it, and even if you do, somebody's gonna pull up their meme in their editing app, and they're gonna swipe over your name and then put their name or whatever it is. I'm a meme god. Sweezy, you know this. I used to work for you on your page.
That's a bold statement.
It is. There's only one reason
really
I'm
is
still around is because I have all the memes.
I always feel bad putting my logo on my memes because I got them from Pinterest.
Well, sharing is caring.
Yeah, it's the same thing with memes. It's the same principle. You steal the meme and you use it on your page. I still do it. I mean, if I see something I like, I take it down because it's going to get better engagement by sticking it right there on your page. You know what I'm saying? And then rather than sharing it, because they suck the wind out of sharing too. Have y'all noticed that?
Oh yeah.
I mean, you share someone's post or something now, or someone shares yours, it gets almost no engagement, no nothing. It's because they want you to pay for it. Yep. They want you to pay to show it to your audience.
Boost your post. On average, you reach 10% of your fan base. If you have 100,000 people that are on your fan page or whatever, you're gonna reach about 1,000 of them.
Actually,
or a little more than 1,000.
Well, actually, that's on your personal page is 10 to 12%. Now,
that's what I'm saying.
The fan page is actually 2%.
That's what I meant.
Yeah, a fan or a business page.
Strike that in
reverse. They're going to choke you out. I wish I'd have known this because I ran everything through my my fan page. I started a fan page. I ran everything through that. The personal page, I could have went that way because once you get 5,000 friends, they can follow you, right? I should have went through the personal page and then built the fan page later because you get 800% more engagement on your personal page. And unfortunately, my personal page is choked out right now. Whenever we were working with a local comedian, so to speak, I was on his page from time to time, this and that. It caused a lot of followers to come over, like 8,000 on my personal page, just follows, not friends. And those people are not engaged with what we're doing right here. So my engagement's way down since we switched gears a little bit, you know?
Ever since you told me that about personal pages, James, I now have 14 all under aliases.
Yeah, like the rest of the world. There's no way there's 2 billion people on Facebook. But let's talk about it. Let's go back to it. We'll get into some Facebook algorithm stuff. I'll give it to you here. I don't even know what time it is. Let's see where we at. Yeah, we got time. So I'll give you some Facebook algorithm stuff and a posting rhythm here at the end. And if anybody wants to call in, somebody was talking a minute ago about needing a better job or whatever. We're going to open up the phone lines here in just a little bit. Anybody can call in and just BS with us, whatever, you know.
Unstuck yourself.
Unstuck yourself. Yeah, you can unstuck yourself by calling the line. But I want to go back to that original question. How many of y'all in the comments here have a friend, a boss, a coworker, a sibling, or something? And serious question, though. You know this feeling, Brian. I think we discussed it last night or this morning. One of the two. I don't know. You have something you want to say to them, but you don't. I can see you, Rail, right now. Do you know what I'm talking about, Rail? You look like you'll say whatever you want, honestly. But what about you, Steve?
Do I have someone in my life that, like a boss or something, that I would like that I'm afraid to say something to? Actually, I don't. I'm the guy that like if there's people like, I can't believe you said that to a supervisor. Well, that's why nobody will ever remember your name. You know what I mean?
That's an excellent point.
That's why you will never attain being a supervisor. You're too clammed up. You're too worried about getting fired or whatever. You have to speak your mind. Be intelligent about it, be an adult about it, but you can still relay what you want to say to somebody in a respectful manner.
Must be nice to be you, Steve. You just run through the world saying and doing whatever you want, Mr. Steve.
That's what I
do. Must be nice.
It is. It's an awesome roller coaster I drive, a ride.
Look, there's one right there. Melanie says, yes, it's true. I have something to say, but I can't. I don't know her particular circumstance, but why not? You can comment in there, Melanie. Tell me why not. Christine says, my boss was a major crook. I said, that's why he's on a jet plane. I'm lost on that comment a little bit. I said it. That's why. Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, you're calling your boss a crook. I can't negate that or confirm it in any way. I'm very blunt, so I'm pretty sure most people know where I stand. That goes back to the people treat you how you let them thing. That's what I'm with that. I get with that. And Warren says, my oldest brother, he keeps it zipped. Can't stay long, got to sleep, studying 15, watching for a parking lot. Well, welcome, Eugenia.
I could tell you that some of the stuff that flows through my mind, it goes into that reacting. Sometimes I have to give it a 2-3 day rule before. If I don't have a filter, then I'm ruined. If I just say whatever pops in my mind, I could say some wild stuff.
So what do you? But I'll go with me. Maybe Melanie that was in the comments. I don't know. And we'll open up the phone line here in a little bit if anybody wants to call. But what I'm thinking is, whenever I have a conflict with somebody I'll work with, a boss, a supervisor, or somebody I'm like me and Elena, we can just fight. It's whatever. But particularly my parents or anything like that, if I have something I need to say, especially to a person of authority above you, right? Don't ever say it. And there's two responses, or there's two actions we usually take. It's fight or flight, right? Usually the first one is flight. So you have something you need to say to the boss and you just can't do it. Like maybe somebody was saying in there, you just can't do it. That's a flight response. There's two of them. So flight, I'm not going to say anything. I don't want to cause any conflict or whatever. I'm going to just ignore this, right? And then there's a fight response. And that usually comes after the flight response. So after you ignore it and flight forever, and it builds up inside you, it's called the emotional barometer, right? It builds up inside you. And then what do? Instead of talking to the person about it, you cuss them out, swing on them, something like that. Does that make sense to anyone?
Is that what you do, Steve? Is
no,
that what you do?
No, but you were saying before about the filter, and I do have a filter, but it's like it works in like a split second. It doesn't. I can't do the 2 or 3 day thing because I think what's on your mind needs to be said because it's in the moment. I just live life in the moment. If I need to say something to you, I'm going to say it.
So that's a lot of people struggle with that though. A lot of people do. I can see where Steve wouldn't struggle with that, but there's a way to go about it. And I was going to do it on my live earlier, but we saved it for tonight. There's a way to go about it. That's here. I'll bring up some notes from the great David Menza. There's 3 things I wanted to tell, and anybody can call in and ask about this if you get stuck. There's 3 things you can do, or 3 steps you take to get there. Do you know what they are, Brian?
3 steps.
He's going to look it up.
Yeah.
First of all, you have to inventory it. You have to find out that I just inventoried it right there. At least I'll keep it on me. My thing is flight or fight or flight. Whenever it's time to have a discussion with someone that I'm uncomfortable, it's fight or flight. So I ignore it and dance around it until it builds up. Then I explode. So I flight until it's time to fight, right? There's no in between. And identifying the in between has helped me hugely, immensely. And I got it from a coach. He's $12,000 a day, this guy, to have him come in and do coaching and leadership for you. It's insane.
We can apply this to a resentment too, right, James?
I'd say so, yeah. I mean, isn't that a resentment, though?
Yeah.
It builds as a resentment.
It will turn into one if you don't. Yeah.
Right, because resentment means to re-feel something. So if I'm re-feeling it, if I walk into work, I don't want to say something to the boss, or I don't want to say something to that, even a person that works for you or under you. I don't want to argue. I just want to go on about my day. I don't want to deal with this. Flight or flight kicks in, causes a resentment. That resentment builds until you explode, right? Emotional barometer. So the first thing that I was told to do is inventory it. It was just what we just did. This is why I'm not approaching this person and saying what I need to say, because of these 2 responses. That's what I'm doing. And the second one would be to take responsibility. Brian's going to write it down. There you go. Let me go back to Facebook here and see what's cracking. Did we freeze? Oh, no, Warren said or freeze. I'm reading some comments. Ashley says, I just ate your gumbo. It was amazing. Thanks again. That's awesome.
It's backwards. I can't write backwards.
I was going to say, how is he the only camera on the show that words are showing up in the right direction? You did very well for backwards.
No, these are they should show up in the right
It
direction.
looks backwards to me. If you guys could see it right, then
No, that's because you're watching in reverse mode. I'm looking at it and it shows it the right way.
Okay.
this is
You're
crazy.
watching in reverse though.
This is crazy. This is like a bad acid trip.
I thought he was.
Inventory.
Melanie says, yes, it does for sure. But I mean, how do you try and fix it and deal with it when they're not speaking with you and block you? If you mean block you on the internet or just in general, Hope's posting a phone number.
That's the phone number for the show. I got it scrolled.
Oh, you got it up. Okay.
859-667-4245.
That's actually the wrong
whenever
phone
she said,
number. She posted
no.
665.
Oh no, it's
667.
over now. She posted the wrong phone number. What?
She
They're
corrected
going to
it.
call the wrong number, guys.
She corrected herself.
that's all right. It's at the top of the screen.
859-667-4245.
What do I do after I inventory, James? What's the next one?
Inventory, after you do that, you have to take responsibility for it. Take responsibility for your role in it. That's always the fun part.
I don't like that one.
Write it on the board. I can see it on the screen. You have to take responsibility. And what I mean by that, let me go back here to where I was talking to David. I can pass this on to you all. Set the tone. He says, what's up, Steve?
My dog just went batshit crazy.
Oh, nice. Is he okay?
Yeah, he's fine.
Is that your dog that's normally passed out on the couch behind you from the last times?
Yeah.
That dog, we used to have to check it and make sure it was alive because on the last show, it would not move off the couch.
On my show, the running joke is, wait, you have a dog? Because he barks during every show.
Oh, okay. So Brian wrote it down. Melanie, you have to take responsibility for it. And the way you take responsibility for it is if it's someone at work or whatever, it doesn't even have to be anyone at work. You say, here, I'll read exactly the way David told it to me. Whoever the person is, call him Bob. Bob, I've noticed we are less than efficient in this area of our work together and like to take responsibility for my contribution by avoiding talking about it and hinting rather than speaking up. Are you opening to talk about it and seeing how we can both contribute to the chaos or how we can both contribute to the chaos and its resolution? What he's saying is the third part, Brian, is create collective leadership. That's number 3 on your board right there. You inventory it. You find out why it is that you're not wanting to talk to this person. You personally take responsibility. You walk up to them and you say, guess what? This is my fault because I'm upset or whatever. I'm mad, whatever it is. And I hadn't come to you directly. I've been dancing around it and avoiding it. And that's why we have this negative energy between us. And I want to know how we can work together to fix it. That's collective leadership. Does that make sense?
Absolutely. Makes perfect sense.
I in team.
Krista Turner's in the house. What's going on? So anyway, that's something that I have been working on right there. I've been trying it. I don't know if you notice it, Brian. Whenever you and Marty's watching too, when y'all have your moments, you notice how you get a phone call afterwards?
You're really good at it. You really you manipulate people, but you use your powers of manipulation for the good. And you don't even know you're being manipulated until after it's done. And then you're left sitting there saying, I was squeezied.
Is that really how it works?
You are good at it. You are somebody, like when you told me we was going to talk about leadership, like you was the first example of I seen of somebody who was where you were on social media. First person I ever seen doing these recovery videos on social media. And you came in and you took Marty and me under your wing and pretty much taught us and got us started in your humility and your willingness to allow us to prosper. You were building leaders and you always kept it humble. So I can't do a show about leadership without thinking about you because, I don't know. It was a part of me learning that not everybody's hating on you and trying to keep one foot on your head.
Yeah.
Leaders build leaders.
Yeah, that's what I learned when I went out there. What is Marty saying? Collective leadership is about seeking advice from others too. Right, exactly. Seeking advice from others too. Absolutely. That's what it said in that statement, though. How can we work together on this to address the chaos and find the resolution to it? So that has been the answer. This has been me lately in life. Good work. All right, Jennifer, I'm glad that helped you out because if you're stuck, you have to unstuck yourself. And we can open up a phone line. Y'all want to? Oh, we got the number up. If anybody wants to call the show, you can call the show just to say hi, just to BS, whatever. But we're going to continue to build the bot and build the shows, things like that. Last night, I got to tell you, something happened on the show that was just epic, and that's that we started messing everything up. I'm about to break it again so we can get our viewing up.
Well, I could tip my chair over. I'm good at that.
Let me see what.
There may or may not be a gif of me falling out of my chair while rolling backwards on the
It
internet.
You have one?
I do.
Oh,
yeah. Not
Last night was awesome. Let me see. Some people want to see the world burn. Better to tell them up front how you feel. Not everyone is nice. Lots of emotional vampires. That's me. Are you guys live right now? Yep, Susan, we sure are.
Yes, we are. And you know, I think being transparent and telling people, like you was saying, Steve, when we tell people how we feel and we're just honest, not necessarily brutally honest, but we're transparent and we speak what's on our mind, you're going to run a lot of people off. A lot of people are freaked out by that. But I was just telling somebody earlier today, it's worth it because the real people appreciate that, appreciate honesty. And real leaders want constructive criticism. They don't want a bunch of yes men around them. They don't want a bunch of bobbleheads.
Yeah,
that reminds me. What's that, Steve?
I have more respect for someone who is, even if they're brutally honest. They don't have to be all the time, but even if they are brutally honest, just be that way. Don't be afraid to say anything. Tell me the truth from the get-go, and don't sugarcoat anything.
Let me throw this out there, guys, and let me know. Have you guys? Because I've seen it. I used to work for a company. It was a mental health facility. You see leaders that surround themselves with yes men. And what it does is, say you're a CEO and you keep yourself surrounded with yes men. People don't really speak their mind. They just agree with whatever you said. There ends up being a disconnect from you all the way down to the bottom employee. You're so disconnected that you can't really run your company to the best of your ability because you don't know the truth because everybody's scared to tell you. Everybody just kisses your butt.
And then when you go home to your family and your family tries to be truthful and honest with you, you can't comprehend it because you're used to being surrounded by yes men all day, and you go home and it creates conflict in your personal life.
Some people seek out, and some people only hang around with yes men and followers.
Yep.
A narcissist, perhaps.
Exactly. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, we know some narcissists ourselves, and that's exactly what happens. And that's another. I gotta tell you, that's another danger. We have a caller.
What is that? Is that what that was?
Caller, you're on the air.
Caller, you're on the air. I don't have anything.
Caller's quiet.
Caller, you have to listen to your phone, not the feed. There's a delay. Listen to your phone.
Hello.
Caller.
Bueller.
Wrong number.
All right. Wrong number. We all know some of them.
be.
I guess I watch people first, and then I use their advice to point.
This happens all the time. It happens all the time.
What?
Caller.
Hello.
Caller.
What's up, gentlemen?
Who are we
Mr.
speaking to?
Sweezy, yo, Marco, how you doing?
It's who?
You're a little choppy. Coming, Warren from Largo.
Warren from.
Oh, what's up, Warren? How you doing, brother?
Hi, Warren.
I'm doing very well.
Can you hear me?
Thank you. There you go. You cleared up a little bit. You're a little choppy.
That's all right. We're just first episode. We'll figure it out. If you watched last night, this is completely to be expected.
I didn't expect it.
Well, you sound a lot better now. You're clear as a bell.
I think it takes us a while for the phone server to catch up.
It's taken a minute.
You know about the influence and whatnot. What it boils down to is the truth will set you free, but it'll probably piss somebody else off.
Amen.
And that's just the way it goes. I personally like to live my life unfiltered because there was something in a book somewhere that told me about rigorous honesty.
Yeah. I know that book.
I know that book.
And I am required to be rigorously honest. It doesn't say brutal. It doesn't say baseless. It doesn't say mean. All it says is rigorous honesty, and that I am entitled to be. And I'm not going to worry about how you feel because I'm not responsible for you.
That's true. That's a big one. And you know what? That's something I'm getting better at too.
That's beautiful.
You're
really.
doing a wonderful job. I hope God blesses you, and I'll be keeping an eye on the line. You guys have a good one. Warren from Largo, I'm out.
We appreciate it, Warren.
Thanks for calling, buddy.
He said I'm out.
That was good stuff when he finally come through. That was good. Thanks for calling in, Warren.
Yep. I love that Brian has to lean over like he's talking into his webcam camera every time.
Yeah. I ordered it last night, James. I ordered it last night.
Would you order? Was it an Amazon purchase? Is it here yet?
I don't have to lean.
That's Amazon outside. The dog's cool, man. We need a mascot. It's all good. So for those of you that were watching last night, we completely broke everything, and the screen bugged out. What y'all are watching right now on the screen, the windows started moving around. These blue boxes started popping up, and everybody had a great time with it. I think we should break it again.
No, that was because Brian left the chat and then came back in, and there was two of them, and then there was one of them, and then there was two of them.
Why do you tell everybody it's me?
Because it was you. There was two of you in the room. It's your
They're
fault.
not going to believe you, Steve.
I guess while you're here watching,
there's video proof.
If you're on Facebook, go over to my fan page, James Sweezy Live, and go up to the top, hit the message button, and type in #live to subscribe to the bot. And I can see we're definitely going to have to bring in some more. We're going to have to bring in the heavy guns with the Facebook hacks and things like that, and get into really easy. Just in the comments, anybody who is trying to use social media to better your business, your brand, your lawn care company, you're selling some product, whatever it is.
Maybe you're podcasting.
Yeah, podcasting. There's who in the comments is trying to do that, dude? I just bent my arm on right on the ink again. That feels awesome when you do that.
Yeah,
using the most powerful tool ever given to man as a tool rather than for entertainment.
Right. Let's see. Blame it on poor Brian. She said, Ray. First time seeing this. I'm in Palm Beach. Welcome, Raymond. Tanya says I just got here. No, you don't do it in the comments here. I see people commenting #live in the comments here. Yeah, for now, I'm gonna work on that. I'm actually taking a class on that. I'm gonna figure out how to make it where you can do it in the comments here. You have to jump over to my fan page, James Sweezy Live, and comment #live. And check this out. For those of y'all that are here right now, if this I'm definitely using social media. I know you are, Krista, and we're going to talk about that. I think I've told you some of these before. Melanie says I am. Okay. I'd love to. I wish this was a little more interactive where we could pull people in.
Yeah, you got to remember, James, we have a pretty serious lag. So, when time you say it to the time.
The time they're getting it. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Hey, I just want to say real quick, when you're talking about the hashtags and all this, people signing up, this is also going to be put out as a podcast. So it'll be on Spotify, it'll be on Spreaker, it'll be on TuneIn. It'll eventually be. We have to have 5 in the can before a lot of places will pick it up. It'll be on iHeartRadio. It'll be on. We can put it on iTunes, but iTunes is going away. It's going to become a different thing. So we're going to wait till that metals out. But what you're hearing right now, if you can't listen to the entire show, it will be available for audio, listenable, download, whatever, on Spotify, Spreaker, TuneIn, iHeartRadio, all of the major platforms that carry podcasts. This show will be on there.
That's right.
I want to see some enthusiasm because I feel like we're kind of downplaying it. It's going to be epic. I'm going to get better markers. We're going to step you guys towards success. James Sweezy has helped me build and become what I am on social media. We're going to talk about everything possible to talk about. We got all kinds of topics in store for you guys. Anybody that's interested in learning how to unstuck yourself, we're going to do life coaching. We're going to talk about some local politics, and we're going to talk about how to become an influence on social media. We got epic stuff going on. And you guys, you know how many people tell me on my lives, and I know you've had this too, James. Man, I missed it. I wish I knew that you were going to go live. Well, now, if you go to James Sweezy Live and you message #live, you will get a notification before we go on. You will get a notification, and it's free, and it's epic, and it's amazing, and you should be excited. And that's my spill.
Melanie said, "Why don't you connect it to the podcast?" I'm not sure where she's going with that. Somebody made a comment for you on there, Brian. Said their friend reached out to you and they want you to call them back, something like that. Hey, I think her name's Sarah. If your friend needs to talk to Brian, have your friend call Brian back or message him at the top of the page. I'm learning to write grants to start a sober living environment. There you go. So
yeah,
I saw a lot of people in there.
Private message me, Sarah.
Yeah, I saw a lot of people in there that said they were going to try to use Facebook to build a business or something like that. And I don't know. How do you post, Steve? What's the best posting rhythm? You probably know more about posting rhythm than I do.
Okay, so if you, okay, like I said, I was a meme god, and I worked for that comedian that you spoke about earlier before, and really blew his page up. And I've worked for several other Facebook pages, and the algorithm, the way to break it up, honestly, if you have a page, a business page or something, you can't, like, a lot of people go on there and just spam and they'll post 5 memes or 5 whatever business accounts, whatever it is, in a rapid fire succession. The best
in a row. You mean like just post this one now, post this one now?
Yeah, they're just going through their phone. They're just going through their phone, going share, and they're within 15 minutes they have 4 posts.
It's not like your email inbox where you're trying to knock it out. Like, get all the emails gone. Now I'm clear. If you go share 10 of them in a row, I know that's horrible. The algorithm doesn't know which post to grab.
Well, the algorithm thinks you're spamming, so it's going to actually downplay your and not share a lot of it. You'll get less views out of that as opposed to if you go. So if you have a few followers, like once an hour is good. And then if you get up to like 10, 25,000, then you go twice an hour, and it's usually like crazy. Like a page I worked for, we would go 11 after the hour and 37 after the hour. Like the girl actually hired some guy that figured out the algorithm for the best posting, and her page was 11 after the hour and 37 after the hour.
Yeah. So at those 1 hour times, I think I read something about this. People are taking breaks at work. You know, I mean, we do everything in round numbers, right? Like, I'll meet you at 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. We do everything in round numbers. So people like take a break you look at your watch and say, oh, we're done in 20 minutes at a specific, at an hour, right on the hour.
Yep.
And what happens is everybody jumps on right on the hour. And then 10 minutes later or 7 minutes later is when it's at max traffic. It's
like listening. It's kind of like listening to the radio. If you ever been driving in the car and your favorite radio station goes on commercial, and like, got to switch stations, and every button you hit, next, they're all on commercial. Every one of them's on commercial. And then there's that one station that's like, we're going to mess up their algorithm, and they're going to play a song, and you're going to stop on that station and listen to their song. They're the one that just sold you their product.
I threw away my radio, Steve.
What's that?
I threw away my radio.
You should. Everyone should lose the radio.
And that
what blows my mind is by what you guys are saying is that people get off of Facebook.
Yeah, it happens from time to time. And dude, if you really want to see how crazy you are, you can go inside your phone and turn on your screen time.
Oh yeah.
It'll give you a notification every week and show you how much screen time you spent on Facebook, so on and the other. And whenever it notifies you that you did 90 hours on Facebook
in a
day,
then
you look at it and you start to put that in perspective. Like, let's see, my kid's soccer game was 1 hour. Did that. My job was 40 hours. That's 41. But no, clocked a solid 90 on Facebook. Right. You know what I'm saying? It really starts to set in.
If you're under 9 hours a day, then you're living too much. You got too much life going on.
I literally, seriously, I get off of Facebook all the time. And usually I do it in 30-day spurts.
Yeah, that you do.
There's nothing wrong with the digital detox as long as you're not doing it during this show.
Right. No.
Krista said, I'm excited for the future of this show. She said, I inspired her to step out of her comfort zone and get ready to join the National Speakers Association next month. That's good. I have other tips about how to get speaking engagements. We can talk about that if any of you guys out there are speakers or whatever. And it would surprise you to know. And somebody said they're intrigued. Keep it going. We will continue to talk about the Facebook thing. It would intrigue you to know there's Tim Ryan's in the feed right now. There's another speaker, right? Damn near anyone. If you do it the right way, if you do it through the proper channels, just about anyone can be a paid speaker. I'm serious. You use your Facebook and then you use a couple other channels that we have. Just about anyone can become a paid speaker.
If Tim Ryan can do it, then anybody.
Yeah, of course. I spend a lot of my time watching you. That's good, Tracy. Thank you. I appreciate it. But so yeah, we'll talk about that, Krista. But using Facebook. Here's another thing I do, Steve, and this might make sense to some of you guys out there. If you're using it as a tool to better your business or to up your engagement. So, Steve, you said every hour, right? That's kind of insane for a business page, though.
Okay, but it's small. Your followers, the more followers you get, you increase that. You know what I'm saying? If you have, let's just say you have 1,500 or 2,000 people.
I got 100,000. What do you think?
Okay, so for your page, when I worked for you on your page, I would do yours twice an hour. You have anything over 50,000 followers, likes, whatever. You want to hit that twice an hour. You want to do and do it at odd times, like 6 minutes after the top of the hour or 7 minutes after the bottom of the hour. You don't do it at the top of the hour and the bottom of the hour. You don't sundial it. Mix it up. Find out which one is getting better reach for you, because that. All you care about is reach. In all honesty, all you care about is reach.
I almost guarantee that, I'm not saying it's not possible, but I seriously doubt if anybody in these comments has 50,000 followers.
Well, and that's what I'm saying. Like you had, like a big page is 50,000 followers.
That's only famous people have 50,000.
Mine's double big.
50,000 followers. You can sign up and get a spam account, not a spam account, but the clickbait account, and they will pay you. Yeah. Okay. So and that's
cyber trash,
and that's how people.
Clickbait is freaking cyber litter.
And that's
James, man, you could be getting paid, dog.
Dude. All right. So when we were doing that, I had a clickbait account, right? I've been approved for several of them and a Cameo account, whatever. But the clickbait accounts, they will drive you insane, especially since if content is king, context is God, right? Context, staying in context with your people. Yep. Everybody on my page is about leadership, about learning something, recovery, something like that. So whenever you go to the clickbait account and you look at it and it's talking about some celebrity owing tax money or something like that, post it to your page, and then you look at it a couple days later and you made 3 cents. You're like, dude, that wasn't even worth my time logging in, signing up for the clickbait account.
Check out this new Tupperware. What?
Right.
What
exactly.
the hell are you talking about?
When I had my clickbait account, I messaged the people and said, dude, there's all kinds of celebrities getting DUIs. They're on narcotics or whatever. Can you send anything about that? They're like, yeah, we're working on it. I'm like, how? The better thing for me is to share TMZ post and let y'all have fun with it. You know what I mean? Like TMZ has all that information. They didn't have it in the clickbait.
That's what we need right now, James. We need a TMZ post.
Let's see. And I don't know how to say your name. And Ilsa, yes, I believe I said your name correctly because I used to work with a girl named Ilsa. I wonder if you can merge a live feed with Facebook and LinkedIn at the same time. So yes, you can. But LinkedIn is in beta testing right now. So whenever you start to do this, like we're live on 3 Facebook pages right now. We're live on YouTube and Twitter on Periscope. You can get LinkedIn once you get set up in this fashion that we are now. And I'm going to show you all of this. We'll show you the behind the scenes. We'll show you the inside of Steve's dashboard over there or Rails office or whatever. We'll show you what it takes to do this. But yes, you can. You will be able to on LinkedIn, but right now you have to apply to be a beta tester, and they're going to look at you, look how many followers you have, how you've managed your page. And I admittedly have not managed my LinkedIn page very well. Let me tell you how I did my LinkedIn page. I opened it up. I didn't understand it. And then there's all these people there with the word connect underneath them. And I went connect. And then so I did that as many times as it would allow me in a day. Then the next day I did it again. And now I've got this LinkedIn page that's full of all these people that I don't know, that have nothing to do with me. Some that I know, so I'll get like 2 likes on a post or something. Even if you put out some bomb content, and these people have no idea who I am.
Just to let you know, Sarah, because I was kind of tripping, like, did I forget about something? Your friend messaged me right now, first time ever during the show. I thought maybe I forgot to get back to somebody. I will call her.
Yeah, it's all good. You know how those things happen. He said LinkedIn will give you lots of hits. I agree with that, because check it out, y'all. LinkedIn right now, this is why I want to apply to it and get this show on LinkedIn. LinkedIn right now is Facebook 5 years ago, right? Their algorithms are open. The engagement's up. They're trying to compete with Facebook. You see what I'm saying? And actually, I think they have it a little more figured out with the angle they went with networking, business partnerships. You go over to LinkedIn, at least for me, I don't see all the spam and the clickbait and the, like this post if you'd slap your mama for $10 million or whatever it is. I don't see all that stuff over there. So the other thing is, check this out. For those of you that were liking the Facebook tips and all that, and I don't know if you, Steve, you don't use this because you memed the hell out of my page. You gave me a meme like every hour,
right? Something
like that, right? I'd love to get back to that if I could keep it in context. I would love to do that again.
Yeah, I can't do that. My sense of humor and my meme stash is way too messed up for.
That's the only problem. Your meme stash is a little out of context. Not that I have an issue with your meme stash.
Right. It's all legal. It's all legal. Facebook standards legal. It's just the humor might not be.
The stuff you put on my page was legal. Steve has stuff that'll get you banned for life. Right. Let's just call it what it is. But
Steve likes to push the envelope.
Steve snuck a couple of them by me. I don't think he meant to. And I saw him and had to delete them. And I was like, hey, we'll take that one down. But it's all right. It happened. Elena's actually the one that leaned over and hit me and said, why did you post that? I was like, oh, that was Steve. Okay. Yeah. So let's see. You can hashtag on LinkedIn. It's owned by Microsoft. You can. Yeah, you can hashtag. I have no idea how to use my LinkedIn page. Jennifer, we're going to look at that, and I'm going to go learn how to use it better, and then I'll pass that to you. One thing I can tell you about LinkedIn, and you're able to do this type of stuff on Facebook now, is you can go to LinkedIn. I don't know what business you're in, Jennifer. Let's just say you're I don't know. What do people do for a living besides what I do, besides play on the internet?
I'm a metal fabricator.
A metal fabricator. And Steve is a metal fabricator, and he wants to find other people that need his service, right? So you could go to LinkedIn and type in, like, I'm in Louisville, Kentucky. In the search bar at the top, you type in Louisville and type in metal fabricator. And guess what? It'll populate a list for you of everybody that lives in your city that's metal fabricators, right? So you could go out and sell them what? Welders, grinders, gloves, helmets. You see what I'm saying? If you're trying to run a business.
Yes, absolutely.
And if metal fabricators were your target audience, you could just type it in right at the top. Then you connect with those people. And here's the thing about marketing people and people in the business that we do. It's very easy to get appointments with companies because they have staff. You don't go for the company. You go for the people that work at that business, and you start hitting up their sales specialists, their R&D department, whatever. You connect with the people that work in there and say, hey, I'd love to take you to lunch. Most of those people, it's their job to have as many outside meetings as possible. That's how they find business. And you start connecting with those people. You'd be amazed at how many people will take lunch with you like that.
It works. It worked. I can vouch for it because when you made that suggestion to me, I did it and it worked. And I think, what I think the problem is, guys, is we want things quick and easy. And we look at Facebook and LinkedIn and stuff and Instagram like generic. We're real generic and artificial. We want to like something and we want to get 10,000 likes back. But really, just like in real life, it's about, like you said, connections. It's about truly connecting with somebody.
Friends.
Yeah.
Connections on LinkedIn, friends on Facebook. So there's another thing, Brian, you walked us right into it. It's called affinity, right? On Facebook, it's part of the algorithm. I want y'all to think about this. If you're trying to build let's see. Yes, Krista, it would benefit you to make a LinkedIn account, and you can reach out to me and I'll help you with that. I try to help let's see. You have to purchase LinkedIn Professional, which is about $115 a month, so you can use this potential. That's see, I'm going to get into that and figure it out. And then Chris says, I speak about 2 to 6 times a month for free. How do I get my name out to get paid speaking engagements? Okay.
Stop giving it away for free.
Stop giving it away for free. Absolutely. Now, I did my free ones too. And here's the way I solved that, Chris. I started being very vocal about it. It's on my website. I changed it from speaker or just people knowing that I could speak in the recovery community, whatever it was. I changed that on the website. It says national keynote speaker, right? And then whenever you click the contact and you select the options, the drop-down menu, it says in there, hire for a speaking event. The word hire was very bold right there. And I haven't done this yet, but this is coming next on your website or in a Facebook group, wherever. But I would get a website. That's for one thing. If you want to be a paid speaker, you need an online presence in the form of a website. That's how event planners find you. And then there's other things. Speaker Match, MATCH.com. You go to Speaker Match. I think you pay anywhere from $20 to $100 a month. I think I did the $40 one, right? You go in there and you fill out a profile. You put your picture in. You put in video testimonials from other people. You fill it out to the best of your ability. And what you're paying for the $40 a month is you'll get emails every week that say new job postings. And it's people in there. Someone will say, I need a recovery speaker. I need a nurse that can come teach a class. I need this, that, the other. And you roll down through there and apply to the ones that apply to you.
That's
you apply, huh?
I was going to say, and you know more about this than I do, but it doesn't, like, don't you have to be able to adapt your message? Like, I know that
absolutely
studies have shown that speakers are going to be one of the highest demand things coming up, but it probably depends on what you're speaking on. You have to be able to adapt to consider your audience.
So I have really 2 audiences right now that I can speak on or that I've been asked to speak on. That's to come out and speak about recovery, right? The other one is, how can we use our social media to do what you did with it, right? So the way that I can do both of those speaking gigs and do my day job at the same time. I can talk about Chapel Hill Detox. I can talk about medical detox, where I work, all that while I'm there. So I can do my job while I'm out doing the second job, which is speaking. So you can build these yourself. We might even use this show, bring Elaine in here. She's very good at it on building a PowerPoint presentation, because all of these event planners, it's really about connecting to and getting popular with event planners. And you can find that on LinkedIn. And check this out. You can actually do it on Facebook now. You go to Facebook and make a post, right? Go to make a post. And just like in the caption section at the top, the comment, whatever your caption is going to be, put the @ symbol and then type in event planner. Everybody that's in your Facebook that is an event planner, their names will pop up and it'll say event planner out next to them. There's your target of people that you're already friends with on Facebook. Then you can use Speaker Match and other things like that to find other event planners. You target them with ads or use, like I said, Speaker Match, fill out the profile and get in. Once you go and do it one time, that event planner knows other event planners, right? And they're constantly looking for talent. So what you can do is you build a PowerPoint presentation. The first 10 slides or so, it don't have to be 10, but let's just say the first 10 slides never change, no matter where you speak. Okay. The first 10 are who you are, why you're qualified to be there, what your story is, and what you're about to deliver to this crowd. You say, now I'm going to deliver this. When you say I'm going to deliver this, that's your 11th slide. I could have a slide in there that continues through my recovery story or tells my recovery story, or slide 11 through 20 can talk about social media, what apps to download, posting rhythm, whatever. So now I use the same PowerPoint presentation and switch out the last 10 slides to either go do a presentation on recovery or do a presentation on social media. Either way, I'm doing my job as an outreach coordinator. I hope that makes sense. Am I making sense? Am I babbling?
I want to kind of plug, because what these first few shows are going to be is deciding our audience. This show is for people that want to use social media as a tool rather than just for mindless entertainment. It's also, I'm a nationally certified life and recovery coach. Me and James are both nationally certified interventionists. James is an entrepreneur, and we want to add value. So I can see this being the kind of show that you want to show up with a notebook Our goal is to add value to your life that you
We
leave.
want to give,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. We want to give you something to use. This is all free. We want to give you something to use. Teach you how to podcast, teach you how to broadcast, teach you how to get a show on Lose the Radio if you decide you ever want to do that and be broadcast on a radio page, something like that. We can show you how to go about these things. So actually, guys, we have run out of time tonight. Once we got rolling, we ran out of time quick. Next time, we'll talk about some more just regular life coping skills. We'll BS a lot, and we'll get into posting rhythm. Soft, hard is a posting rhythm on Facebook. Whether it's better to go live on your business page, your fan page. Is it better to broadcast the way we are now or just go from your phone? I think some of the answers will surprise you. So more Facebook hacks and more digital influence live as we grow and get better at it.
Local business owners.
Right? Steve, you got traveling music?
Does a fat dog fart?
Yeah. I think
Make
so.
us look epic, Steve.
All right, Sweezy, take us out, buddy.
Oh, hey, guys, make sure you tune in next time on Digital Influence Live. Go to my page, my fan page, and type in hashtag live, L-I-V-E. Hit the message button and type in hashtag live to subscribe to the bot. And we'll be back next week with more Facebook hacks, all those type of things. Brian has a show and Steve has a show. They're going to tell you about it real quick.
Brian Kendrick Live, Inspired AM. It's on my page, Brian Kendrick Live. It's faith-based. It's a spiritual show in the AM, 7:45 Eastern Time, 5 days a week. 7:45 Eastern Time, 5 days a week, Brian Kendrick Live.
And Steve?
I do a little show called DGenX Radio. I produce that, third mic that show as well with my brother Rail, who's taking phone calls for us. You can find us over at Lose the Radio on Facebook. It's facebook.com/Lose the Radio. We have shows Tuesday, Thursday. We have JTF22 on Wednesdays, and we're looking for more shows. So if you want to do podcasting, get in touch with me.
And before we go, I'll leave you with this. Just like in real life and using your social media, if you want it to blow up in either case, ask yourself, are you giving to your social media, your followers, your friends, and in real life, are you giving to them to make them better? Or are you trying to see what you can extract from it? If you're trying to extract, you'll be stuck. 0 likes on Facebook and in real life.